Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
Who would break a sweat at the beginning of a broadcast? You okay? You've got this concerned look on your face.
Yeah.
Why is there a concerned look on your face?
Everything's okay.
Everything's okay, okay. As long as your concerned look is not concerning. I think there may be an ad playing right now. Well, at least for those people who are watching it live. After people have watched it live, the ad would have played before the video started, which I realize is, confusing for everybody who's watching, no matter which side of the fence you're watching. Speaking of side of the fence, had a problem trying to pull up the Gnomies chat for this particular broadcast. And I apologize to the Gnomies for that, but it just wasn't working very well for some reason. And probably my fault. I likely messed it up trying to get everything done at the last second as I'm, shuffling things around. I left my microphone on last night and had to swap out the batteries, battery. And if you're really interested in what that was like, don't worry. It'll be a part of tomorrow's vlog, which everybody seems to be pretty happy with. We're nowhere near the 1,000 like challenge. When that happens, then Diana and I will be bathing in oatmeal. Yes, that will be quite an interesting video session, I'd like to believe. And I'm sure many of you will tune in for that. So, I guess my primary question, since I can't get chat to work, I'm going to ask you guys, going to take an informal vote. Would you rather watch a black screen or, giving you a choice, I can pull in a screensaver so that there could be something going on back here. Black screen or screensaver. I give all the live viewers a choice. And so I'll be looking here at the YouTube viewers, including Voron the Black, DJTL13, Lisa M. Card, Robert Wildman, Dr. Zarkloff. We also have D. Swabble78, Owl Q, Zach VA, Family 8626, Switch Burr. Your usernames are just so creative. I thought LockerGnome was crazy, but the Tech Online, Mr. Hunt, Jim S.A., Mick Watso, Hedge Cliff Edge. These are the YouTubies who are watching. That's Diana's pet name for you. XBL Gamer Hub. Looks like everyone's voting for screensaver. So I guess that means I'm going to... Give me a second, all right? I'm going to go over here. Speaking of screensaver, got to give Matt... Oh, I haven't... Whatever. Let me go here. The easiest way to change the screensaver, right-click on the desktop, change the background, and then flip over to the screensaver tab. Let's run Electric Sheep. Let's give that a shot, and this should work, theoretically. If I just hit test, it runs nice and clean there. So you got to see my background wallpaper for a second, which changes like every hour or something. I've got it configured so that it's always fresh. I use an app called Wallpapery to swap wallpapers. The screensaver, again, known as Electric Sheep. It's open source. We actually had the creator of this particular project present at GnomeDex a few years back. You can go ahead and look for it on YouTube. Spot was his nickname. Look up Electric Sheep, Spot, GnomeDex, and you'll likely see that interview of him on stage. It was pretty neat to see him talk about his screensaver, which is very popular and cross-platform. The network known as Revision 3, which is a very popular network amongst geeks, was acquired by Discovery for approximately $30 million. Congratulations to the crew over there. I never actually did anything with them in any official capacity. We tried to get something negotiated, but ultimately it just didn't seem like they could give an interesting contract. I would have benefited from being a part of the network, but it just didn't work out. I don't know. Really, I tried, but it just didn't happen. So I'm very happy that they have been acquired. That's big news. It's good news for everybody who's a content producer, to tell you the truth, so long as they're producing content that people generally like to see. And hopefully that's what we're doing for you, especially with these live broadcasts. Let me go ahead and, as you guys are asking questions, tell people who are following me on Facebook, including, well, maybe you. Got 84,000 people? No, I'm sorry, it jumped up. Almost 87,000 people since the last time I refreshed this. Boy, people are subscribing to me on Facebook like you wouldn't. Is Facebook popular? Is that the thing? Didn't realize so many of you guys were using Facebook. But I'm going to go ahead and tweet it out and asking, are we live on YouTube now? The answer, of course, is yes, we are live. Let me go ahead and I'm going to like this video because it's the easiest way to pull up the G+1 button so that I can +1 it, so that people who have circled me on Google Plus and have nothing better to do with their time can tune in and watch this particular broadcast as it unfolds in front of us here. Let's see here. What's in the news? GIMP 2.8 was finally released. Did you guys check that out? Open source image editing tool. Here's the thing. You can get it right now for Linux, but you may have to wait if you have Windows or OS X, which is like 99% of you. So GIMP is available. I think the biggest feature is it's a single window interface. They've been working on it for such a long time. But for those of you who are big fans of open source, that's a pretty big announcement there. More information about that, of course, in the link that's in this video's description. Rekindling an interest in Machiavelli. You ever heard of Machiavelli, the prince? You can check out more information about that, again, in the link below. And then talking about simple writing is better if you guys are looking for more blog, suggestions. If you're writing a blog or you're creating content on your own, got some guidelines there. Antivirus programs, Payware versus Freeware, which is better. I want to go into that in depth amongst these other articles. That one I really want your feedback on. And then a discussion about NFL embracing the iPad, and that's a big deal for those of you who love sports. And then Steam, the savior of PC gaming. So there's a few articles that we want you to check out, again, linked in these the video's description below, which I'm sure you guys are clicking. But I want to just dive deeper into a couple of them because I know they're topics near and dear to your heart. Backlink of the day is robinjester.wordpress.com. Robin linked back to a LockerGnome article. So if you are looking for more coverage, let's say for your website, all you gotta do is link back to an article on LockerGnome.com, and then we may feature you. See? Check it out. So Robin should be happy because we link back to their blog because Robin linked back to one of our blog posts on LockerGnome.com. So let's go ahead and dive into the first option. Okay, so GIMP. Let's take a look at this particular, article and see some other new features. I'm going to go ahead and +1 that while I'm there. If you like it, if you like GIMP, spread the word. Of course, you can link off to their website, but, we appreciate the link love when you send it along to us. So additional changes in GIMP 2.8, and I got to ask right now, I'm so used to turning back to Nomies. Do you guys use GIMP? If not, what do you use? I've used it before. I can't say I'm a huge fan of it. I think it's all about the talent that you bring to the program, and then, of course, secondarily, the features that the program supports. If you're looking for a Photoshop alternative, I think you're going to be looking long and hard. GIMP is good enough, and it's great for the price, but I'm just not... I don't know. Maybe the new version will impress me. Maybe it'll bowl me over and make me a GIMP believer, but I've yet to see a graphic produced in GIMP that, I guess a GIMP-produced graphic, that would be a GIMP, right? I've yet to see a graphic that I went, wow! I can't believe you used an open source program to generate that. Usually the images I see created by GIMP look like they were created by GIMP. That's not a good thing. Additional changes in 2.8 include multi-column dock windows, more screen real estate for dockable dialogue, save and export. That's kind of surprising. They couldn't save and export before. I guess just changes and modifications. Layer groups. Oh, that's nice. On-canvas text editing. And simple math and size entries. And, a couple keyboard shortcuts added. And there's a release candidate version, by the way, not the final version, for Windows and OS X available. We've got them linked in the article that we've got in this video's description. So what about it, guys? Are you Gimpies? Do you guys use the photo editing, image generating tool? It's open source, doesn't cost anything. JK Player 11 says that they use Paint.net, another great free program available just for Windows, though. Just so you know, good program. I've heard of GIMP, but too lazy to download. I use Photoshop Elements. I wouldn't put GIMP in the same category as Photoshop Elements. I think Photoshop Elements is really more for simple photo editing, and even when you need that, I prefer to promote Picasa, which is also free, over Photoshop Elements because Picasa is cleaner, simpler. It's released by Google, cross-platform. GIMP is more of an image manipulation tool. GIMP, image manipulation, yeah, GIMP. All right, so it's less about photo editing and more about image creation. And, it may work better for you in, let's say, one feature set over another, but I wouldn't put Photoshop Elements, still wouldn't put it in the same category as GIMP. Paint.net and GIMP I would put in the same category. I love GIMP, says Technology Droid. It's a good program in my opinion. That's what he says. GIMP isn't that user-friendly, and I am inclined to believe what Dalek22 comments says just there. And let's see, what else do we have? Any other comments about the GIMP? Maybe not. The problem is I got to wait for the chat to kind of catch up before I can read the comments. I have not used GIMP, but I shall look into it now. I am all for new things, says Lisa97897. Indeed. Game Lover says Picasso is great. MS Paint sucks. Now, it's not MS Paint that we were talking about. It's Paint.net, and there's absolutely a difference. There's a huge difference between the two. 2.8 for Windows. Yes, 2.8 for Windows Force Unleashed 83 is linked in the article in this video's description. Just like I said a couple minutes ago. He may just tuned in, though. Used it before, it's good, like Photoshop CS5, better, obviously. Yeah, Jarrett Boffman, you really can't compare Photoshop to GIMP. They're two completely different classes, although I do appreciate what Adobe's doing with its subscription plan, basically allowing people to buy into the Adobe suite and then always have the latest version. And if you are a professional and you make money from the things that you do in Photoshop or any kind of image manipulation program, usually you can justify the cost for these programs. They are affordable in that sense, because if you charge a client, let's say $200, and it only costs you like $100 to buy the program, you've made money as long as you can find one client and you can do decent work. There are a lot of people out there who edit photos and design things that I just would not recommend to other people. Not to take anything away from you. If your clients are happy, awesome. Just that I'm very happy to say there's a lot of choice in the marketplace. A lot of Picasso fans here in the YouTube live chat. What is Diana's favorite program? Asks the Nomi Yamazaru Ninja. Do you have a favorite program?
I don't think favorite.
Yeah. You don't really do a lot of image editing, though, do you? Mm-hmm. Not really? Yeah.
Picasso's okay.
Picasso's okay, yeah. Do you do iPhoto much? See, I've yet to find one that's just perfect, easy, seamless. I mean, there are just bits and pieces of features that I like and not one utility that just seems to rule them all in terms of image editing. But, either way, there are some choices as given by the community. So the next thing I wanted to cover here, take a look at the link in the video's description. Antivirus programs, Payware versus Freeware. What are your thoughts on this? Antivirus, I'm going to go ahead and +1 that. Before I forget, we've got a good outline of this, and we've talked about it before in the past. AVG, Avast, Avira, list kind of goes on and on. Kaspersky. Everybody seems to have their favorite. And I don't really know if there's a best antivirus program out there. Some people are just, steadfastly opposed to paying for antivirus, whereas other people only swear by, utilities like antivirus and anti-malware tools that they pay for. I don't think there is one right antivirus, anti-malware tool out there. I've been really happy with Microsoft Security Essentials. Not really a full-on antivirus tool, but then again, I really don't download a lot of stuff for Windows anymore. What do I use? I use a web browser. And 99% of what I need to do on Windows can be taken care of in Google Chrome. So if I do anything, it's using a web service or an extension within Google Chrome. I think that's something that is moving towards, or we are moving towards, the idea of these vetted app stores. We've talked about it in the past. Windows 8 will make it even more seamless. Whereas, today you're kind of on your own. Microsoft is going to have an app store, as we've demonstrated with Windows 8, at least the preview editions. You can download apps from Microsoft, or at least Microsoft is vetted, much like Apple's had with their app store, or Google Chrome has in their store. And I guess to a certain degree, Google Play in the Android store, I think to a larger degree, Amazon. Everyone's got these app stores, right? And they would get in trouble if they let anything that could ruin your experience through into the index. I think Apple's probably done the best job. Microsoft will likely be taking even more of a stricter approach. They've had to cull through their app store already and eliminating some crappy Windows phone apps. Not that they're bad, but just it could do bad things to you. or to your Windows phone if you happen to be using a Windows phone, although I don't really know many people using them. JR898 says, I use Avast and it's great. Haven't had a virus for years. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I don't think I've ever been hit by one. I really haven't. It's not because I don't use, any one particular platform or another. It's just I don't download a lot of things. And when you don't download a lot or you don't receive a lot of stuff to install, there's really, virtually no way of getting impacted. I don't do the P2P file sharing. I don't believe in, piracy in any way, shape, or form. So I just haven't had an issue. Looks like there's a vote for Avira from OwlQ. Komodo suggests AJM 2308. Let's see here. Hey, Chris, lighten up a little. I need an extra dosage of goofiness, says the B Davis 2195. Dude, that's what the vlogs are for. This is serious work. Was I being too serious? I didn't think I was. I was just covering the topic because that's what people wanted me to cover. Hey.
Maybe you should take your clothes off.
If they've got separate. I don't want to take the clothes off again. We did that. It's been done. Now, twice, I guess, in the YouTube channel. You guys remember my shake weight review? I don't even know what I think I titled that, It's Harder Than It Looks. Yeah, that was a while ago. NFL embraces iPad. Is this a big deal for you guys who are into sports? I think you can basically circumvent existing distribution channels for content. And that's cool. With every network or content type being an app, you could get exactly what you want when you want it. I mean, imagine, imagine with me, even if you're not a sports fan, and if you are, take a look at that article, certainly, and share the word. Shifting gears from viruses to sports, which to me, in my mind, they're really kind of the same. I don't really mentally separate viruses from sports. Not a fan of either, to tell you the truth. But, still important to cover. So we do a vlog, a Pirillo vlog, every day, and people seem to like them. And we're getting hundreds of comments, hundreds of likes, new subscribers. It's really been, I think, uplifting for us to see such engagement from you in the vlogs. Imagine if we had an app that delivered the latest vlog and all the past vlogs to you to watch. Wouldn't that be neat? It's like our own TV channel. I mean, beyond just having our own YouTube channel, it's like a TV channel that's dedicated to the Pirillo vlog. What do you think? Should we do like an app called Pirillo Vlog and put it out there for free? We got to get it designed, though. It's just it'd basically be the video, right? You'd be able to watch the video and everything, and it would be delivered to you. Of course, you'd be able to watch it on YouTube as well. But the idea is we could kind of go around existing infrastructure for networks. Instead of having to go to one station or another to watch an NFL game, you could just use the app. This is the future of television. We've talked about it before, and I'm very happy to see the NFL embrace these platforms. Again, not a sports fan, so I'm not saying it has anything to do with sports. It's just more about you getting the content that you want, being able to find it, certainly, and being able to know where to get it, and you're probably going to pay them for it, too. I doubt the NFL is going to give anything away for free. Any major sports franchise, they'd be shocked. I would be shocked. They wouldn't be shocked. I think someone in the organization would be shocked if they weren't charging for the games that you wanted to see. And people like my dad would love that kind of app. And they would pay for it, too. Out the nose. And my dad's got a big nose, so that's a lot of money, if you think about it. NBA says 19 the Legend 96. Great idea, or NFL Sunday ticket. Swa game lover. Do it, Chris. Would be awesome. Oh, they're suggesting we do that.
Cool.
Nice. To view the videos, make sure it's low weight, says Max Zemorage. I'd pay 99 cents for that video app. I don't think we could get away with charging for it, though. I don't think anybody would pay us to do the things that we do like that. I don't know. Maybe they would. Who knows? It seems like a simple enough app, and we just push and say, hey, there's a new Pirillo vlog available. Go watch it. Click, and then you click over, and you can watch all the back episodes every day. Be kind of fun. I think we should do that. I think we should have a Pirillo vlog app, and we call it Pirillo, but now we got to be able to do it, And maybe we make it free, and and then what we could do, I got an idea.
What?
Make it free. And then we can have 99-cent shout-outs. If you want a shout-out, we shout out your name within the next vlog for 99 cents.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be We'll probably turn into millionaires. And those would make very long vlogs. Very long vlogs. What do you think? It shout out for 99 cents and you can... And then you get to be a part? That's kind of an interesting idea. I'm all about these discussing these models with apps and software and whatnot. But, you know, we'd have to be available cross-platform, Windows Phone, Android, and iOS.
Yeah.
It'd have to be cross-platform. So I'm a big believer in that. I absolutely am. Someone still wants to talk about antivirus. Dude, move on. We have... Now it's your turn. You got to think past it. Talking about the future of television, yo. Content on your terms. Thank you, by the way, for the likes on this video. Really appreciate it. That kind of support means so much to it. Did you guys share the link to this video on all your network? They did it yesterday, and we got so many more viewers. Do it again. Keep doing it. It's really cool when you do that. It just lets us know that you really appreciate the things that we do for you. So anything else from LockerGnome I wanted to cover? Steam. Let's take a look at that. There's the article published on LockerGnome.com, linked in the video's description. I have a Steam account. Seems the only time I use it is to download a free Steam game. I think I did that for Portal, and then I never actually played Portal. I'm not a gamer. Right? I can't say I'm not a gamer. I'm a casual gamer, and I don't know if Steam really caters to the casual gamer. I think, though, that Steam, in what it offers, you know, all these games through one client and one account, is nice, really. I've got a Steam account that I can access from OS X. I can access it from Windows. Same games aren't available yet. Maybe that'll change at some point in the future. But it's still nice to know that there's one store to go to get games through. I think Microsoft's wanting to do their own thing, of course, with all the Microsoft games, whether you get them on the Xbox 360 or for a Windows PC or potentially through the Windows Phone as well. What do you guys think about Steam, though, in terms of an aggregator of games? Something we don't talk about frequently enough in this channel. I mean, I think it's nice. I think it's convenient. We've got an interesting perspective there on a LockerGnome article. Poner Film says Steam is awesome, so are Portal and Portal 2. Mark Young asks, have you tried Gary's Mod? I have not. But we did have a lot of people from Gary's Mod join us in the live chat long time ago, live.pirillo.com. I don't know if any of them are still around. Gary's Mod, Face Punch, they found me on streaming live and just kind of became a part of our community, and it was kind of neat. But that's really as deep as it got. I think someone made a Chris Pirillo Office Gary's Mod. Now that Minecraft is the big thing. So, by the way, speaking of Minecraft, gotta tell you, go over to Bricktricks, bricktricks.com, B-R-I-C-K, T-R-I-X. Here, let me zoom in a little further. Google is telling me that I've got some videos on Google video that I can migrate. YouTube.com/bricktricks, B-R-I-C-K-T-R-I-X. And, you know, I've uploaded a few Lego videos there. We've got a few thousand subscribers. I think we're going to start putting Minecraft content in there now. It's basically going to turn into a Minecraft video channel. What took us so long? I didn't have time to do it. This Damn Scotsman is producing videos, and if anybody else has videos they want us to put in there, that's where they're going. And so I just want to let everybody know that. Brick Tricks is a separate channel that I guess we're doing something with. May customize it a bit more, but our primary concentration is on these live videos every day, answering your questions, talking about today's news, and you know, just engaging you on the LockerGnome YouTube channel. And then, of course, the other part is posting our daily vlogs, which I think our vlogs are more successful than anything I've ever done with technology. I honestly do. Maybe I'm crazy, but it just seems to me that the amount of views that we get on every one of our vlogs is insane. I mean, I'm just like, wow, I'm taken aback. Wow. I put in Brick Trick, and it took me to an anime porn channel. Okay, dude, I even told you how to spell it. I said it. Did I say Brick Trick? I may have said Brick Trick. If I did, I apologize. Don't go there. Brick Tricks. T-R-I-X. Brick. Do you have to be a gnome to put videos in there, Chris? JJ Gould 21. No, but you have to be able to produce videos halfway decently. I may end up passing you along to our moderator for that channel, This Damn Scotsman. The vlogs are fun. I think they are. Insane in the membrane. Yes, I could be. That is a possibility. or so I've heard. People are making virtual CPUs in Minecraft. Oh, interesting. You could make a shout out for $4.99 to have them be in the scroll bar that's like a bottom of a news broadcast. Pokemon Lover 28354. That may be a little complex. Chris, Steam is a great one-stop game shop. I completely agree. This is exactly my perspective. So, any other questions from the community? We've talked briefly about what has been published to LockerGnome today, and I assume you guys have subscribed to the LockerGnome newsletter at LockerGnome.com, I hope. Ooh, big news. LinkedIn buying SlideShare for $119 million. All these acquisitions. 119. I need to create something that people will acquire. They're never going to acquire me. What can I create that people can acquire? Of course, if I thought of that, you'd think I'd be messing around on YouTube Live. Yes. You think so? We'll see. Samsung Galaxy S3 preview. It's out, but our Eddie Ringel said it sucks. So, I don't know. Maybe he'll publish his take on that. I haven't seen it up close in person, but I guess we'll see. Kindle Fire shipments fizzle. Ooh, that's not a good thing. So, apparently they were up in Q4 2012, or I said Q4 2011, then down in Q1 2012. Wow. An IP address doesn't identify a person or BitTorrent pirate. Oh, that's interesting. And this is passed down from a judge. Good news for all of you who do things on a less than, how should we say it, ethical fashion. People just, I just don't find piracy to be any charming. Would you have married me if I was a content pirate? If I pirated music or movies or software, if I pirated anything, would we be together?
But I've watched a pirated movie.
You've watched one, but you didn't actually get it? I think it was horrible. The movie was horrible?
It was Avatar, pirated.
You watched Avatar pirated? But was it your fault? Did you know it was pirated? You just watched it and thought that it was just a bad movie?
It was poor quality.
It was poor quality. That's another reason, you got to watch out for that kind of stuff. You went to a friend's house and they had it.
And they were watching.
And they were watching. So, I got it. I'm trying to clear you, hon. You may get in they're going to come back and the department is just going to, hey, we understand you watched a pirated movie.
No,
Wasn't her fault. She walked in.
I don't even know where to buy it.
You don't even where to buy Avatar or a pirated movie. Diana, I love your innocence. Diana doesn't know where to buy a pirated movie. Oh, honey, I love you so much. This is why I love my wife. Shall I explain it to her? Pirated movies are stolen, hun. They weren't actually paid for. You can't, if you buy them.
Some people pirate them and sell them for like 25 cents.
See, that's bad. That's even worse. That's taking someone else's content and reselling it. Yeah, those type of people should be thrown in prison. But anyway, wow, that was really okay. So maybe you're not as innocent as I thought, but still, that was pretty cute. You got to admit, everyone's got to admit. See here, what else is in the news, folks? See here, Microsoft schedules Windows Phone Developer Summit for June. Interesting. If you're a Windows phoner. I've only seen them in person, and the only people that I know have Windows phones are people who work at Microsoft. It's not good. How often do you go to Dick's? Asks Bubblegun1. Or Bubblygun1? Bubbly? Like Michael Bublé? We don't go to Dick's all that often. Probably once every couple of months or so. Depends on when we get over to Seattle. Chris, when's your next Google Plus Hangout? Asks Swill Game Lover. Haven't done one in a while. Been kind of busy with the vlog, but usually it's just with Nomies because when I open up the Google Plus Hangout to everybody, it's really difficult to keep track of. And when we don't have a topic of conversation to go and cover, it's even more of a waste of time. At least with these LockerGnome daily reports, we're doing this. What we're doing right now, we tackle topics from the news, from what we covered on LockerGnome, questions and answers. And so this is kind of like a Google Plus Hangout. Maybe it's better than a Google Plus Hangout. Maybe it's not. But have you ever been to a Google Plus Hangout and then the wrong person joins? Like their microphone's all off and they sound horrible and then they do something crazy and they're just bad that way. I'm not a fan of those kind of open Google Plus Hangouts. I stopped doing that. So it's just for Nomies. Sorry, guys. Well, you can have another hangout on there. Well, I kind of do sometimes. Steve Wozniak said he preferred Windows Phone over Android Phone. He did. It's AAA10. But here's the thing, honey. I said that. I said the same thing Steve Wozniak said before Steve Wozniak said it. Yeah. I did. They don't believe me. I said it. Go rewind. Watch the TLDR episode when I said I would probably rather use a Windows Phone 7 before I used Android. I said it before Woz. Oh, and by the way, I know Woz. And Woz knows me. Don't ask me how. Actually, you can't ask me how. You can actually watch the video. If you go here, look, I'll show you. Hang on, guys. Hang on. You guys know YouTube? It's a site that has tons of videos. Do Woz Gnome Decks. Do a search for Woz Gnome Decks, and you will see right here, Woz Keynote, Steve Wozniak at Gnome Decks 4. You got to watch the ad, and he talked. There's no way I'm watching the full video. Well, someone doesn't like Woz. Here, hang on. This is one of the reasons why I've stopped allowing ratings for comments. If you don't want to watch the full video, don't freaking watch it. Remove. He's lucky I didn't get blocked. The audio sucks as hell. It's not so bad. I could listen to it, and if I can listen to it, it must be halfway decent. So there I am. There's Robert Scoble's head, and a whole bunch of geeks. Gnome Decks 4. And there's his gift. I got him a little gift, a little handheld Tetris game. So I have known Woz for a while, and his video is in our channel. So you can go and watch that now after you're done watching this live video, assuming you want to. Let's see if we got any other questions from the community or any other news that people want to bring up in terms of points of discussion. Let's see here. Sorry, Chris. Well, don't be sorry. I don't know why you would say sorry. But that's okay. You can apologize. I don't know what they're apologizing for, though. It's kind of getting a little awkward, folks. Have you ever considered a server for all of your data? Do you save all the videos on your YouTube account locally or in other places? Ask CBMN. We don't really have total backups of all the videos. We do and we don't. A lot of them are saved to external accounts. We've got pretty much a full mirror on Dailymotion. We've got Blip TV, and Matt Ryan has also backed up all of the videos that we've done. So we've kind of got multiple points where they could, possibly be backed up if something, God forbid, happen. Luckily, we've got the ability to back up in various places. But YouTube's pretty much the only place I want to put videos because that's where most people are watching them today. Not on TV, on YouTube. Let's see here. I'm taking a look at LockerGnome.net, see if there's any questions here that we didn't answer yesterday, or any new questions. Not really. Not that I see. By the way, if you head over to live.pirillo.com now, we've got the podcasts from other Gnomies playing, so there's always something going on, or music, possibly. Music may not be to your liking, but I'm just saying there's something that's always happening. Still, even after all these years, something's happening. What do you think of Adobe Illustrator? I think it's a program that allows you to illustrate. You should have a LockerGnome TV channel, says every subject to 100. I disagree. I don't have enough content to fill up a TV channel. I barely have enough content to get through any particular day. But given that we're kind of done with a lot of the questions that have been asked before, have been covered before, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being here for this daily broadcast. If you're watching it after it was live, man, get those questions in there. Get them posted. Get them shared so that we can address what you would like to address in a future live broadcast. Again, thanks for your support. Thanks for spreading the word. Thank you for being yourself and whatever kind of person you are. We need your support. Sharing, liking, tweeting, retweeting, plus wanting, whatever you got to do to get the word out, to let other people know that you appreciate the things that we do for you, because we appreciate that in return. Do we have a YouTubey of the day, honey? Yes.
It's Scarface416.
Scarface416, congratulations. You are the YouTube viewer of the day, according to Diana. Do we have a Nomi of the day? I realize we didn't get the chat in here today, but you're frowning. How about CBMN? Did they get it before? Because they asked a question in the... They did ask a question. They can be the Nomi of the day.
And Brian JCR gets an honorable mention.
Why does Brian JCR get an honorable mention?
Because he was being
because he was being funny.
He said, "Hi, Diana with 2 N's, just kidding." Then he said, "Just kidding."
Yeah, of course he said just kidding. You know why that's funny, right? Watch the vlogs, guys. I don't have to explain anything to you, honestly. So thanks again. I'm going to go ahead and scoot out of here. Head over to live.pirillo.com for further discussion. I think I want to have a brief conversation about content acceleration and getting your content from point A to point B and everything that a lot of content producers want to know. Hank Wu had asked the question, and I posted a top 10 list of Google+, and I kind of wanted to dive into it. As the lower thirds say, please watch our vlog after this. When we hit 1,000 likes for each one of our vlogs, each one of them, the Pirillo vlog, each one of the episodes, Diana and I are going to bathe in oatmeal. We'll be uploading our next vlog here in a little while, so you can watch that. Episode 11? Is that what we're up to now?
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't realize our boring days were that exciting.
Almost 2 weeks.
Wow, almost 2 weeks. That's crazy. Thanks for the support. And like I said, the chat will continue. If you would like to geek out with us, you're more than welcome. You can. That looks like a leaf of some kind. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at live.pirillo.com. We'll see you later.